Hey guys, just turning off the Bluetooth. Let me. So check it out. Here's what's going on. I'm gonna go for my truck. That's always an unpredictable journey. You never know what's gonna happen. Usually they mess with me. Today they've been messing with me. Just a couple times I went out today. I went out to work. I have a little side job that I do on Saturdays at the warehouse for Amazon. And that's a whole nother story there. But I also went to go meet up with my mother, who came in from out of town. And when I went to go see her, I got perped on the way over there too. So chances are pretty good that I will be capturing some footage of the live perping, live gang stalking, or whatever you really want to call this, you know? So here we go. I'm going to toss on my belt. And again, I usually make this disclaimer on my lives. Sorry for the bad camera work. Just hang on with me until I get onto the highway, because I do drive a standard. And here we go. Uh-oh. In fact, I need to get a new clutch here pretty soon. And you know what? I'm going to take a right this time, because I've noticed when I go left, there's one house that I'll pass by. Hey, Elijah, what's up, man? But I notice when I take a left, there's always a reconnection issue with my lives. And then my live will be frozen, and then nobody can hear me, and nobody sees what's going on. So I'm going to go this other way. But for people that are watching, and here's another thing, you see this bright yellow truck? I don't know what it is, but lately I've also been getting a lot of the yellow vehicles. I don't know if y'all want to make a remark about that are TIs and get this gang stalking. And look what we got behind us with the one headlight. Been having many of these actually lately. As you can see, well, it's not one headlight, it's just the one parking light. Typically, they show up right over here too. They'll sync up, coming up here on these this road here to the left. Nope. But not to say that coming up ahead, there's a good chance that, hey, what's going on, Subversive? There's a good chance though, coming up ahead, you know, they're going to be doing their syncing up and whatnot. So I'm just going to go for a quick ride. I'm going to go my truck. I really just, got the itch to go fishing tomorrow. So I'm going to go pick up my truck over at my parents' place. And that's always a journey in itself, Sometimes they mess with me, sometimes they won't. But here we go. Syncing up right here. Diesel truck, big old pipe sticking out of the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. Got a big old pipe. Is he coming in behind me? Yes, he got in behind me. So I beat him. Because typically what they do is they have those big old diesel trucks get in front of me and then start putting out big old puffs of smoke. I don't know if you guys saw that. Did you guys see that big old exhaust pipe sticking out of the truck bed, like if it's trying to act like it's a semi? Oh man, I don't know, man. It's a trip. It's a trip. So chances are, watch, this truck's gonna follow me. It's gonna try to get in front of me. Look at this. I want you guys to pay attention what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do my best to not let him get in front of me, but you guys just watch what he's going to do. He's going to do that. He's gonna do his best to get in front of me. I already know it. Ooh, that sun is bright. But I got two options coming up over here. I could just keep going straight until I hit the main road, or I could take a right. And then of course there's always a car like this sitting right over here under the tree. Looks like they're vaping or smoking, one or both. I don't know. Watch this. They got the another big truck showing up over here. You gonna ride the line? You're gonna ride the line, buddy? So I could take this road here to the right, but I'm not, because that'll probably slow me down. So I'm just gonna keep going straight, and I'm gonna take a right. Or actually, let's throw him off. Let's throw him off. I'm gonna stop for some gas. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see if we're gonna do that. I'll have a full tank before I split, because I already know that's exactly what they're gonna do. So let's throw a little wrench in their plans, guys. I'll put the phone up here for now and just keep an eye at the vehicles that start showing up, because typically they will. They'll start having some weird vehicles show up. So just hang tight while I put some gas. So check it out. Look at what just pulled up right over here. I never seen those type of vans, these red ones like that. Check it out real quick. Let's see like what kind of individuals get out. But for reals, red? Huh. Anyways, let's get on the road and see what else I encounter. Okay, let me check out your guys' messages too before I commit myself to the road. And let me put my memory card into my dash cam real quick. I forgot I was taking off some footage, some clips from there so I could upload later. Let me rinse my hands. We're wiping with some hand sanitizer real quick. Okay. Let's see what we got here in the questions or in the comments. All right. Oh my God, I'm having the okay. My friend and my father will never understand. So sick of it, dude. I hear you. You just, I don't know. Everyone's situation's different, right? I mean, I've gotten to the point where I just avoid my parents the most I can. My mother and sister, I'm still on the fence. I just don't know 100% what's going on with them, you know. But with my father and my stepmother, I just avoid them as much as possible. And like, for example, I just had my birthday, you know, just now in April, and my stepmother's blocked. I already have her blocked on my phone, so I just keep my peace that way by keeping my stepmother out of my life like that. And then my father, I don't have him blocked, but here's the crazy thing. Sometimes my stepmother will get onto his phone to, text me like it's him. And then sometimes it's harassing messages or just other just weird stuff, man. My stepmother's a trip. But, let me go right here. Having the worst, yeah. Why are these people, Megs, man? Why does everything have to be gay? I know, man. I know. I'm starting to wonder about that too. The diesel trucks are always rolling coal. They call it. Oh, rolling coal. That's the slang, huh? You see my message? Yeah, I saw your message. And then I get those vans in white a lot. Yeah, exactly. White. I get those white vans too. What's up, Kiji? What's up? Check out this car over here creeping around in the background. Real creeper style. Of course, red too. Can't make this shit up, right? Red car. Red diesel truck that pulled up next to me. And then for the record, let's just get that red van. And the red Mercedes 178 XKA. This red vehicle over here, government plates 14107. All right, so you see the red theme already going on. Okay, let's see what else we got, guys. So in the past, I've had people pull up over here on the right-hand side. They start coming up over here out of the woodworks. Not today, though. So let's get back on the highway. Alright, let me pull out the pop socket. I'll try to get some better footage for everyone there. So do you guys recall that diesel truck? Let's see if we actually end up seeing it at some point as this live is going. Oh, look at that. Hoofda! This person in front of me is from Minnesota. Hoofda is a phrase that people in Minnesota say. The reason I know that is because I used to have a friend who was from Minnesota, and he taught me about hoofda. So right here, they typically will sync up right here at this intersection, but nobody today. We're right here on the right hand side at that yellow gate. Nobody today. So I don't know, guys. It seems like it might just be kind of a chill drive, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They could have something planned up ahead. I mean, you already saw right there at the gas station, right? Creeper red car coming up behind me. And then what conveniently pulled up right next to me? Red diesel truck. And then over there at the gas station, a red passenger van, which I've never seen before. I've only seen those in white. To be honest, I've never seen anything but a white passenger van. This is crazy. They're coming out with all these colors now. Pretty soon there's going to be red ones. I mean, yellow. If they don't have them already. I'm gonna put this here at the front real quick, guys. I just need to wipe down my my sunglasses. I have sort of long eyelashes, and dang it, my eyelashes sometimes start smudging up the interior of my lenses. Okay, so coming up, typically right over here on the right hand side, our car will sync up. Called it. Called it. There you go, guys. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you guys could see that because of the sun or not. So here we go. Now I'm gonna get the phone back in my hand, and here we go. Let's see if they sync up here. Nope, nobody trying to catch up or anything. Ooh, but I will be coming in through a spot over here where they usually do play their games. I'm just about to get out of the Indian reservation. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I just saw your comments. Yeah, exactly. Subversive. That whole trailer tactic, it's a real thing, man. It's real. I'm convinced it's real now because I get that a lot. I get that a lot. And here's what's crazy. So I've been having a kind of some regrets lately about the fact that I sold one of my cars a while back. It was a 2000 Honda Civic. And it was actually still a pretty decent, good car. It was okay, but it was getting up there in mileage. And I mean, it had a couple issues. Nothing major. I just didn't want to put the money into it. So I sold it, and I should have just put the money into it because those are good little cars. The engines are cheap to replace. Parts are cheap. The labor is pretty cheap too. Because I come to find out, the car that I have now, this 2015 Honda Civic, parts are kind of pricey, and not only that, labor is pretty damn pricey too for this car. Like to get a clutch swapped out to do the clutch job, $1,500. On that 2000 Honda Civic, about $800. So I don't know, man. I messed up selling that car, but it's oh well. It's the past is the past. Besides, I've been practicing more about letting go of my past and the choices I've done, and just being more in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I don't fear death. I really don't. So I don't know what these guys can try to scare me with. My family's all against me. They can't try to threaten me with taking away my family. I got sold out. So I don't know what they're going to use as collateral. If they do get me though, before my time, I will say this: I'll do my best to come back and haunt their asses and make sure that they take themselves out. I'll tell you that much. Oh man, I'll do my best in spirit form to come back and haunt every last one of these gang stalkers. Oh man, check out that car there too. They had the lights on and they're just sitting there on the side. Oh, don't say that. No way, man. Going up in price. Okay, typically I get some sinking action right here. Yep, of course. Of course. Yes. Yeah, don't say that. Okay, what else you got here real quick? This is a kind of a quiet road. 98 Integra. Oh man, the GSR. Yeah, I know those. I'm a big Honda fan still. Turbocharged it and it filled the. Oh, dude. You know what else I had? I used to have a Prelude SH. 2001, the last year they made them. I didn't do anything too major, but you know, I had it looking real nice. I had some great looking rims on there. I had the HID lights, had a Gretty exhaust, which sounded beautiful. But at the end of the day, it's all material stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was young. We were younger. As you grow, you start growing, you know, or you stay attached to those things. You know what I'm saying? So, oh no shit, you got a 98 Prelude or an Integra? Oh, dude, that's what I used to have. And I used to have a 2006 RSX Type S. That's exactly what I used to have. But here's what was messing up with me. Hey, I don't know if you experienced this. They call it the third gear wall. You'll go from second to third. You'll think you're in third gear. You let your clutch out, and then the damn gear shift will pop out a third on its own. And there was a recall on it too. But I had that freaking issue with my Acura, and I took it in for the recall. My car just didn't stay the same, and I didn't feel like investing in a tranny and all that stuff at the time, so I ended up selling it. Wish I would have never sold it. That was a badass little car, man. Oh man. And yeah, you're right, the 2001, you're giving me goosebumps, man. Yeah, that 2001 Prelude, when it goes at the high RPM at 7,200 RPM redline. Woo. And the way it, yeah, I even felt like a turbo too, like a tiny bit, huh? The way the VTEC would kick in. Damn. Elijah, I'm not sure, brother. There's so many theories. Hang on, guys, let me clear my throat. And I'm not a perp. Some people think I'm a perp because I hawk up a garg once in a while. What do they want from us? What do they want from us? That's the $1 million question, Elijah. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I have no freaking clue what these people want from us at the end of the day. We can come up with our theories, and there's some pretty good theories out there, but if I was going to share the ones that I think make the most sense, I think number one, it's for right now, it's data, dude. It's data. They're data mining us. And data's the new black, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Data's the new gold. Data's the new thing. It's all about data, guys. Data. And so right now, I believe, here's what I think, man. I think they're probably they're milking us for every single bit of emotion that they can squeeze out of the human consciousness or out of the human mind possible, so that they can perfect their AI. You know, I think that's a possibility. You know, there's also another one. Here we go, syncing up. They love syncing up at intersections, it seems like. I experience that quite a bit. There's also a good chance that, you know, because we live in a world that we really don't fully understand, and I don't care what anyone says, science doesn't know it all. Not yet, anyways. But I will say this. There's a damn good chance that this is some kind of like, this program is some kind of like looshing energy farm type of deal. And that's just what they're doing out of us. You know what I'm saying? They're taking our loosh out of us, our life essence, with every reaction that we give them, with every bit of sadness that we pour out of our hearts, you know, and out of the crazy making that they put us through. They love it. That's why if you can try to maintain your center of peace and try to always be in the moment and try to practice detachment from your emotions at times when it needs to protect yourself, such as, for example, like for right now, like let's say I see like 3 1-headlight cars come in a row. Most people are gonna kind of freak out, you know, their heart kind of flutter a bit, their heart gonna race, their mind is gonna race, and they might kind of just, you know, for lack of better words, trip out. I'm already at the point where it just don't even matter to me. It doesn't faze me anymore. I just look at it for what it is. But just remember, at the end of the day, all these guys are just, they're puppets. They really are. They're puppets. And it's like if it's like there's a demon that got their its hand up their ass, and every single last one of them has to do what the puppets tell them to do or control them to do. Or yeah, you know what I'm saying, that the demons control them to do because they're puppets. Empty trailer. Oh my gosh, it gets comical at a certain point, man. You guys really gotta keep your humor. You gotta maintain your humor. Check this out, another truck with all like the messed up light. All right, over here to the right, typically somebody will start syncing up. I think they started catching on to me, calling out all the spots because they're just not doing their things anymore. Got a car passing me. No problem. I guess they had the time to do it, but still, that was kind of close. I'll get to your guys' questions once I get to the house. I just, want to keep my focus on the road for. And this. Oh, check it out! Right over here, there's a Trump supporter. I'm surprised this person hasn't started having vandalism on their fence. And I don't do politics, but I will say this: just remember, two wings of the same bird, and that bird is evil. It's all staged. It's all staged theater at the end of the day, too, guys. Politics is street staged theater. Here we go, the one headlight vehicle just before I get to my destination. That's how they greet you too sometimes. Let's see if the neighbors have anything special for me today. The last time I came, I wasn't live, but as I was driving in, the neighbors were driving out that live on the other side of the fence. White car with their bright lights on, and it was still daylight. Here we go. I'll be taking a right coming up over here. And I purposely came like this in the evening time because I know it'll make it easier to start seeing all the one headlight vehicles, because I noticed for the last few days they had been sending a bunch of one headlight vehicles. Like in one day, I typically see about 10 or 11. And people living in those trailers, guys, even though they look like no one's in there and they're just being stored, nope, people live in there. I'm gonna just wait a second here real quick, make sure that those pit bulls don't come out. Keeping my eyes open real quick. Check it out real quick with me. Because if those dogs come out, like I told you guys last time, I will not hesitate to pull out my knife and protect myself if I have to. Because everyone knows how pit bulls can be. And there was like 3 of them that last time. 3 big old brown pit bulls. So I'm gonna get my keys so I can open the gate. Don't see them. Here's something else I was thinking about. So check this out, because my father has cows, and so I grew up having to, participate in all the stuff that comes along with having cows. That means branding the cows, the baby cows, picking up bales of alfalfa, uh, corralling the cows to go release them up in the mountains, having to go chase the cows down in the mountains when you got to bring them down for the winter. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my childhood was handed over to my father's endeavors, what my father wanted. And my father's all about money and material stuff anyways, and I know what he's doing. He's a crooked dude. His whole business here with the cows and the farm that he has it's all a fucking facade. It's all a laundering scheme for him at the end of the day. I know some shit that I shouldn't know. And I think that's probably another reason why I'm in this fucking program, guys. I was just thinking more about things that I know and stuff. It's like, because at a certain point when I, moved out of the house and stuff, I just wasn't helping out with the cows. I mean, I didn't have to anymore. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I just didn't see it necessary for me to, because I wasn't getting anything out of it no more. And so I just kind of fell off from, participating and doing all that stuff with the cows. And so I think that's another reason they kind of sold me out, is because they saw me as not useful to them anymore. But my father's a narcissist all the way. So that's how narcs work, right? If they don't see anything useful about you to them, they don't got any problem throwing you to the curb. So that's why my family sold me out too. I wouldn't, doubt. Let me go up the questions real quick, guys. Here we go. Let's see. They made me cough and scratch on my nose a lot. I'm not a perp. Yeah, no, I get it too. And I had a video of my old Integra posted, but I privated it because I didn't want it to look like I was trying to show off. No, I hear you. There's a show car? Nice, man. Those Integras are underrated. they're really awesome. And I think the Type R's redline at 8,000, right? Or 79, something like that. Yes, I have heard that loosh theory too. It has to be something evil. That's for sure. Of course, it's nefarious all the way. The looshing stuff, absolutely. And when I first heard about it, to be honest with you, it was coming from what's his name, David Icke. It was just a quick little snippet on Instagram, and it was David Icke saying that the reptilians, so to speak, are looshing us. Like the Matrix kind of has like some truth to it. We're like batteries. We're the ones operating, participating in this Matrix helps keep this Matrix alive. Kind of makes sense, if you think about it. And then it says here, yeah, I think they active monitoring our heart rates too to see if they're. Of course they do. I know they do. My mind has my own intuition and just the inner voice. I've had that before too. I've had that exact thought. And I've also had the thought that they, like everyone else has been saying, I had that thought way before, but I just never put it out there because it just sounds like so, far-fetched that we are actually like a damn show on the dark web. Or if it's not the dark web, it's like a private browser, a private server that, people can go on to watch us, just to see us suffer or try to make us, go crazy, or to see who they can get to, turn into an active shooter, or, do this, do that, or whatever. I think that's really another highly plausible theory. And then it says here, so basically we're dealing with retarded people, like I say, dumb, retarded, stupid. Oh, Elijah, yeah, man, these guys, they're not thinking, man. These people are not thinking by what they're doing, straight up. I mean, they should know at the end of the day, this is going to come back to bite them at some point. Once their usefulness is done, they're just going to be chopped. I really believe it. They're the ones who need the help. Yeah, they need help. You know what? Somebody else made a comment, and I'm just going to reiterate what someone else said, and I'm not stealing it, but I'm just reiterating. I just wish I could remember who said this. But it would be a match made in heaven if the gang stalkers were actually used to go after like drug dealers and the PDF guys and traffickers and all those guys. It would actually work, right? But no, they wanna attack us, innocent people who are not terrorists and people who are not threats, nothing like that. People just who might be a little different or a little more informed or aware. It is what it is. Another tactic is they are coming as you're leaving. Yup. Departure and arrival. And I think to make us paranoid. Yeah, it is. Like when I leave my house, they have a bunch of cars go past me heading towards my house. Yeah, me too. Same here. Sophie Martin. Hey. What's up? And this we go here. Wow, that's cool about the cows. I love the outdoors and being in the country. Like at heart, I'm still a nature person, That's what I love. I love fishing. I used to hunt too. You know what, guys? Let's continue the the story here. I was hunting. That's what we'll continue off of. Let me get myself situated and go into my truck, because I don't want to be driving in the total darkness. So let me get myself situated here so I can get back on the road. But I'll chat as I'm doing what I got to do. But I grew up hunting, right, for most of my life, and pretty damn good at it too. Not bragging, just being, just speaking truth. I was pretty damn good at hunting, and I'm pretty damn good at fishing too. But I stopped hunting because I didn't see it necessary for my survival to be killing animals. You know what I'm saying? And after spending, a couple of months down in Peru, and then just, my spiritual journey that I've been on, I just started seeing animals differently. They got a precious life too. They don't really got to be killed to be eaten like that, or for game. I mean, that's just fucking wrong, man. Like the people who go on the safari hunts just for fucking game, I think that's wrong. Sorry for my cursing. I need to stop doing that too. That's not attractive, huh? Not attractive. But that's just the ways of this world, it's just wrong. And even when I go fishing, I try to be really conscientious on my catch and release methods, and try to minimize the pain that I cause to the fish. But I don't know. I've heard some people say that the fish don't even really feel the pain. I have to disagree. I think they probably do. But that's another talk for another day. Let me just continue getting my stuff together here. Oh wait, I need that cable here real quick. And then I'll get back to the questions when I get to the truck. Yep, I need to take this. Make sure I just do a checklist real quick, make sure I got everything I need. Pretty sure, yeah, looks like I'm good to go. I'll tell you one thing I do not miss about growing up on a farm, and that I do not miss the smell of burning flesh and hair from the cows. Oh, I hate that. Hate that. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is the kind of stuff that